Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Liam Photography channel. In this video I'm doing an unboxing review of the Travor dual wireless lavalier microphone system. This is model YM2. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up, and inside the box we have the owner's manual. We have two of the lavalier microphones that clip to your shirt. We have the receiver unit. We have a hot shoe adapter. We have a hot shoe mount for the receiver. We got an extension cable for the receiver, so you can mount it on the hot shoe and still plug it into your camera. We got two micro USB cables. We got a 3.5mm Y cable that goes from stereo male to two females. And we also have the 1/4 to 3.5mm straight adapter for the receiver. Now let me get it out here. These are the transmitter units. They're nice and small, compact, they're lightweight, but they do feel like they're very well constructed. The belt clip on the back has 3 screws to anchor it to the housing, and it has a single power button on the top, as well as the flexible antenna and the microphone input jack. On the bottom you have the micro USB charging port and a little LED light that'll let you know when the unit is charging. And then in addition to that, we also have two of the headset microphones, which are really cool. I tend to prefer to use the headset microphones just because the mic gets closer to your mouth and the audio ends up being better than it does when you have a lavalier clipped to the collar of your shirt and you're speaking straight ahead. The microphone doesn't tend to pick up your audio as crisp and cleanly and with the audio levels that you want. Okay, so first of all, to charge the unit, let me grab this one here. The two charging cables are slightly different. They do look the same, but one is actually a dual cable, 2-in-1, and that is so if I use my power bank here and plug this in, this cable allows you to charge both of the transmitter units at the same time. You can plug each one into one leg of this cable, and if you can see it, the little red light is on, indicating that it's charging. Now, I was lucky enough that my unit came fully charged out of the box. That's kind of rare, but I did get that lucky, so I am grateful for that. I did get a chance to play around with this over the weekend. The battery life on these units is really good. I used the transmitter and receiver for about 5 or 6 hours and still had a decent amount of battery life left, so I definitely can't complain about that. Now, as I said, this is the receiver unit. This also has a flexible antenna, and it has a micro USB port on the top, so you could plug it in to charge it, just like you would the transmitter units, and then just plug it into my power bank. It also has a charge indicator light that's red, and it has a blue light that lets you know when the unit is powered on. And then next to the blue light, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a green light that comes on when the transmitter and receiver are properly paired, to let you know that you have them paired successfully and that the system is going to work. Now, on the transmitters, again, you just press the power on, and I'm not sure if you can see that or not, the blue LED indicators. The channel that it uses is 902.8 megahertz. It's a UHF frequency band, and you can flip through the channels. It does have 20 channels that you can select from, which gives you a lot of flexibility for using this unit. Now, as I said, it is a dual microphone system, so it's great for doing video interviews and stuff like that. If you need to have two people with audio going into a single receiver, then this could be a great system for you. Right now the unit is $68.88 on Amazon, which isn't a bad price, and I definitely think you get your money's worth for $68. Now, I wanted to take a moment here and let you know that if you do enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, watch them, comment on them, share them out, and hit the little bell icon so you can be notified as new content drops. All right, so now I'm going to, oh wait, let me show you the mount system here. So if you wanted to put the receiver in the hot shoe on the top of your camera, whether it's a DSLR or mirrorless or a dedicated video camera, like a Blackmagic cinema camera or something like that, you can do that as well. You just snap it into this cradle, and then the cradle easily screws onto the 1/4 20, and there you have it. Now you can actually mount this in the hot shoe mount on your camera, and then use this adapter. Whoops, let me get it on there. This adapter, there we go, and just wrap around and plug into your camera. Now you're probably going to have to turn it this way just to make sure it'll reach, but hey, there's your setup to use this on top of your camera, like I do with my VideoMic Pro Plus, which I am currently using for this portion of the video. All right, I am going to go ahead and switch over to the Travor system so you can hear the audio quality for yourself. Okay, so now I'm switched over to the Travor wireless lavalier microphone system. I have the receiver mounted in the hot shoe on the top of my Canon EOS R6 and plugged into the side. Now, one thing I hadn't mentioned yet that I really love about this system is the way they did the connectors. So, if I take, let's say I take one of the lavalier mics here, just so I can show you this feature, which I really appreciate. And you'll notice that in addition to the 3.5 millimeter tip, mono tip, it actually has a metal collar. And the reason for that is once you plug the microphone into the transmitter, you can then turn this metal collar and actually thread it down tight so that your wire can't pull out when you're in the middle of shooting your video. And I know I've had that happen to myself, not recently, quite a while back when I first started playing around with shooting video and using external mics. And I've had friends that have had that happen to them as well. So that's definitely a convenient little feature to have. Definitely no complaints about that. I think it's a fantastic idea and that more companies should do that with their microphone equipment. All right, so if you give me a second here, I'll switch from using the boom mic to using one of the lavalier mics so you can hear the audio from that as well. Okay, so for this portion of the video, I'm actually using one of the lavalier microphones. This is the second one still here in the bag. You can see I have it clipped to my shirt. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. Like I said, I've never been a huge fan of lavalier mics just because you clip them to the collar of your shirt or the front of your shirt if you have a button-down shirt on. And to me, they just don't pick up enough audio from your voice because you're generally speaking straight ahead. You'd look kind of goofy to be down like this talking to your microphone. Like I said, overall, I think the system is really good. I haven't had any complaints about it, and I'm not saying that this is not a sponsored video by any means. The company just asked me to try the product out and do an honest review of it. I have had absolutely no problems with the system. Like I said, it seems to be well constructed and very functional and efficient at what it does. So I really do enjoy this system. I can definitely recommend it to you. If you're somebody that's looking to get into shooting video, whether it's YouTube or maybe videos for your church or some other group like that, and you want a reasonably inexpensive dual microphone system so that you could do interviews with other people and stuff like this, this is definitely the kind of system to get, and it won't break the bank at $68.88. That's the current price on Amazon as of the time of this recording. Now, I will of course put a link down in the description below directly to the product so you can pick it up for yourself if you decide to. This is going to wrap up my review of the Travor dual microphone wireless system. Like I said, 2 mics, 1 receiver is fantastic. You don't have to have all this fancy mixing equipment, combining equipment, what have you, hooked up to your camera in order to use these 2 microphones. They will both work at the same time through the 1 receiver plugged into your camera. All right, that's going to wrap up this video review. I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.